Hey all of you, good morning everybody, and once again welcome back to Easy English Explanation by Pooja Joshi. So here we'll start with the last and the fifth part of chapter number 4, standard 10th, first flight NCERT book, that is From the Diary of Anne Frank. This is the last part for the first 4 videos. You can refer for the first 4 parts. Then let's start with the last part now. So before, we have already seen that is a diary of a young girl of the age 13 years, and she has written the diary very nicely. So it had been published, and it was the most widely read books all over the world. ये डायरी जो डायरी है किताब के रूप में है और एक नोटबुक में लिखी गई है एक 13 साल की लड़की के द्वारा. आगे के 4 पार्ट्स के लिए आप 4 वीडियोस ऑलरेडी जो मेरे पोस्टेड हैं वो आप देख सकते हैं. देन लेट्स सी द लास्ट पार्ट. इन दिस वीडियो यू विल गेट द एज यूजुअल रीडिंग and with correct pronunciations and word to word, line to line, full detailed nice explanations in English as well as Hindi. So let's see. But before that, don't forget to like and share my videos and subscribe my channel at the earliest. That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between words. But the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. So here, let's see. Previously, we have seen that Mr. Keesing, Anne Frank's sir, math sir, gave her punishment to write an essay. Essay was about a chatterbox. So she had to write, but she was thinking that what to write on this topic, and she had written that topic in her notebook. But now, after finishing her homework, she had to write this essay now, and she was thinking that what to write, and while thinking she was chewing the tip of her fountain pen. यहाँ पे जैसे कि मिस्टर कीजिंग, उसके मैथ्स टीचर ने उसे होमवर्क दिया था. होमवर्क में ए चैटर बॉक्स टॉपिक पर उसे ऐसे लिखना था. तो तब उसने वह नोट लिख के, सिर्फ टाइटल लिख के वह नोटबुक रख दी थी. अब उसे होमवर्क फिनिश करने के बाद याद आया और उसे अब वो ऐसे लिखना था. तो वह पेन चबाती हुई, पेन की एक कोना चबाती हुई वह सोच रही थी कि अब वह इस टॉपिक पर क्या लिखे. Anyone could ramble. Ramble, you can see here the meaning. Ramble. Ramble on means to talk or write aimlessly for long. Means if we have to write anything and everything, then we can write. But she wanted to write something sensible, and she wanted to give some convincing arguments so that the other person start believing in what we want to say. Convincing, so that she is able to convince. Convincing means convincing argument, that is a statement made in such a manner that other people believe. Told in a manner that others believe. And I'll be posting the vocabulary, so no worries for that. Told in a manner which others believe. Okay, it's looking shabby. I'm sorry. Leave it. Okay. Prove the argument. Her trick was to come up with some convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. Means she wanted to tell her maths teacher that it's very necessary to talk. She wanted to give some arguments in favor of that. Okay. Then I thought, and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control. Here, let's see the meaning of trait. Trait means some characteristic or quality. Okay, distinguished characteristic. Distinguished characteristic or quality. Okay, so she had an idea and she wrote nicely the 3 pages which Mr. Keesing had assigned her, and now she was fully satisfied. In that she argued that talking is a student's very special quality which every student, most of the students, they have it, and she will try her best to keep it under control, to keep her talking quality under somewhat control. So here यहाँ पे वो क्या कहती है कि मुझे एक आइडिया है और उसने 3 पेजेस अच्छे से लिख दिए जो उसे मिस्टर कीजिंग ने लिखने के लिए दिए थे, उसे असाइन किए थे, जो लिखने के लिए कहा था वो उसने लिख दिए। और उसके बाद उसमें उसने आर्ग्यू किया था, उसने अपना पॉइंट रखा था कि स्टूडेंट्स की एक बहुत ही ख़ास क्वालिटी है कि बातें करना, और उसे कंट्रोल में रखने के लिए वह अपना पूरा प्रयत्न करेगी। But that I would never be able to cure myself of the habit, since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more, and that there's not much you can do about inherited traits. She made her teacher sure, she assured her teacher, maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, that she will try to keep her talking under control. But she will not be able to stop talking totally or completely. She will not be able to change, as this is an inherited quality. Inherited traits or inherited quality means, see here, which you have taken from your parents, which you have got from your parents. You can't help in that. So here her mother also talked too much. Her mother had the habit of talking and she had inherited that talking habit from her mother. It is an inherited quality, physical or mental quality that one gets from one's parents. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. Here what happens, Mr. Keesing had good laugh. First time when she had written the essay, Mr. Keesing was very happy at her arguments that talking was an inherited quality which she had inherited from her parents, from her mother, so she will not be able to improve it fully. When I proceeded means further, she started to talk, moved on. Then again he assigned. Assigned means allotted. Allotted second time essay, and this time the essay's topic was an incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible means incorrigible, which cannot be corrected. It's a bad quality. Okay, incorrigible means which cannot be controlled and which cannot be corrected. So यहाँ पे उसको पहले तो मिस्टर कीजिंग फर्स्ट टाइम उसने जब ऐसे लिख कर दिखाया तो बहुत खुश हुए उसके आर्ग्यूमेंट्स पे, पर जब दूसरी बार उसने फिर क्लास में बातें करना चालू किया तब उसको फिर से दूसरी बार उसको उन्होंने पनिशमेंट दी, और इस बार जो ऐसे दिया उसका टॉपिक था, उसका नाम था एन इनकॉरिजिबल चैटर बॉक्स, ऐसा बोलने वाला बच्चा कि जो कभी सुधारा ना जा सके, जो कभी सुधरे नहीं। तो I handed it in and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain for about 2 whole lessons. However, during the 3rd lesson, he would finally had enough, and Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled "Quack Quack Quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. So now, what happened after that? Let's see the word meanings, if any there. Yes. She handed the second time essay, and the 3rd time again, Mr. Keesing asked her to write an essay for punishment as a punishment for talking in the class. This time the essay's title was "Quack Quack Quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. So the third time similar related essay he gave her to write. In between, for 2 whole lessons he did not have any complaint against Anne Frank, but the third time he did not ignore and let go, and he gave one more topic to write. अभी 2 बार बीच में मिस्टर कीजिंग की कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं थी एन फ्रैंक के बारे में, पर तीसरी बार उन्होंने जब देखा कि वो क्लास में बातें कर रही है तो थर्ड टाइम उन्होंने उसे लेट गो या इग्नोर नहीं किया, पर उसे फिर से पनिशमेंट दी क्लास में बातें करने के लिए। और इस बार पनिशमेंट के लिए ऐसे का टॉपिक दिया था जिस टॉपिक का नाम था क्वैक 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 सेड मिस्ट्रेस चैटरबॉक्स। देखिए ये इसे पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं। ये कीजिंग मिस्टर कीजिंग मैथ्स टीचर हैं और ये एन फ्रैंक को पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं। और थर्ड टाइम जब सेम ऐसे दिया तब क्या हुआ, चलिए आगे देखते हैं। लेट्स सी हियर। द क्लास रोड आई हैड टू लाफ टू, although I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend San, who's good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I'd make sure the joke was on him. So now let's see the word meanings first. First of all, let me tell you that what is chatterboxes is somebody who talks a lot, means without any reason. Chatterbox means someone who talks without any proper topic, talks a lot, and especially a child. Then that child is called a chatterbox. Then see the next word meaning. Verse means in the form of poem. Ridiculous subject which makes anybody laugh. बेतुका, clumsy, बेतुका और क्लमजी हो जो सब्जेक्ट। हास्यास्पद हो। Okay, so let's see here what happened. The third time when he gave her an essay to write, the essay's topic was "Quack Quack Quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. Then the whole class roared means they had a big laughed loud. Then she had to laugh too because the whole class was laughing, so she had to also laugh. She had to take it sportingly, but she did not want to. Now after all, she was tired of writing essays on the similar and one and only topic. So now she was very tired. She had exhausted her ingenuity. Here see the meaning of ingenuity. Ingenuity means, here see the meaning of ingenuity. Ingenuity means her originality and inventiveness. Means now she could not think of any more thing which she could write in this kind of essay. So her energies were exhausted. Means she was now finished and fed up of the same topic. Exhausted means over or finished. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by their father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. Here, Anne Frank says that she finished her poem which was on the subject, yes, "Quack, quack, quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. And it was beautiful. She found her poem which she had written, she found that poem very beautiful. And that poem was about a mother duck and a father swan. Means there was a family of a duck, a swan, and the 3 little baby ducklings who were bitten to death because they quacked too much. So Anne Frank wrote the poem about the 3 baby ducklings, little ducklings, who were bitten by the father, and they all of them died. All the 3 of them died because they were quacking too much. Quacking in the sense here as human beings talk. So they were quacking too much. They were making so much of noise. So the father killed the children. But Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. यहाँ पे एन फ्रैंक बताती है कि उसने अपनी पोएम फिनिश करी और वो पोएम उसे खुद को बहुत ही सुंदर कविता लगी। इस पोएम में एक माता डक थी, बतख, और एक हंस का जोड़ा था जिनके 3 छोटे छोटे डकलिंग्स थे, छोटे बच्चे थे, और उन बच्चों को काट काट के मार दिया गया वो अपने पापा के द्वारा। मतलब स्वान पापा ने अपने बच्चों को, तीनों बच्चों को, लिटिल डकलिंग्स को मार दिया क्योंकि वह लोग बहुत बातें करते थे, बहुत आवाज़ और शोर मचाते थे, क्वैक क्वैक बहुत करते थे। पर एन के टीचर ने खुशनसीबी से इसे जोक को अच्छी तरह सही अर्थ में लिया। ही रीड द poem to the class, adding his own comments and to the several other classes as well. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing's always making jokes these days. Yours, Annie. So, he read the poem to the class. Mr. Keesing was so happy with the poem that he read the poem to the class and to the other classes as well, not only to Anne Frank's class but the other classes. And after that she was allowed to talk in the class. But no worries children, your teachers are not going to allow you for talking in the class. And after that Mr. Keesing never punished her by allotting some other extra punishment homework. Otherwise, on the contrary means on the other side, Mr. Keesing's always he is making jokes these days in the class. So that's about the lesson, as well as the last part of the lesson is over. So this video I'll be posting as soon as possible. So please do give your comments. Take care of yourself and be always stay safe, healthy and happy. So bye bye.